Uh-huh. 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 Well, MJ, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, I get it. Bullets don't feel great, but I'm not gonna tell you I can fix that. What do you mean they're looking at? Ah! Oh, it's just you guys. You guys, seriously, you should try not to scare me like that. So before we start this video, guys, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Well, why isn't anything playing? Like you're the one who needs to get on me about selling my soul. You aren't even black anymore, dude. And I can totally get a sponsor, just you wait. Actually, MJ, can you give us a minute, please? Thank you, man. It won't take too long. Alrighty, now that the MJ is out of the room, got a lot on my mind, and I know I'm late on this, but, well, kiddos, it finally happened. They did it. They finally shown us some fucking Elden Ring gameplay. Not only that, but we actually managed to even get our hands on a release date. Can you actually believe that? People were straight up starting to believe that Elden Ring didn't even exist. I can only imagine how those people were upon seeing this. This is crazy. Seriously. There are so much people that crave Soulsborne games. I didn't realize how much people there were until Elden Ring was announced. Everyone was hollow until then. I've sat back and watched as many reaction videos of it as I possibly can. Seriously, there are so many people that are just reverse hollowing right now. It's crazy. All of it. It's just raw emotion, ranging from hype to bringing them to tears or just downright speechless. It's all amazing to see. Just the entire community getting a fire lit under it. It's all just priceless, really. Seeing the reactions and how happy it made everyone that day, it just made me realize that this isn't just a game, guys. This is a walking beacon of love and appreciation by the community. Seeing that is more than enough reason to be excited for everyone's and my adventure into the Elden Ring as a newly branded tarnish into this new generation of Soulsborne games. Regardless, however tempting it may be, this isn't an Elden Ring analytics video, nor a breakdown video. Hell, this isn't even a video about Elden Ring. This is a video about my appreciation, or something similar, towards Dark Souls, and many other things heading into Elden Ring. Because before moving forward, I can't just forget about the past. Fucking hell, where's the controller? Okay, Chris! Chris!
What?
Where's the controller?
I don't fucking know. Don't call me again. Please just shut the fuck up. I'll fucking kill you.
Oop. Oh, there. My bad. Found it. Here you go, kiddos.
Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
Dark Souls has always been a powerhouse in the gaming community, really. Chances are you've already seen your favorite YouTuber or streamer go through the chaos that is Dark Souls.
I'll eat my fucking entire dick and balls with a butter knife!
And usually it is a roller coaster of emotions for everybody. And you're probably like, well, Dogo, how can you even understand the story? I mean, have you even heard the language some of these NPCs are speaking?
Shit-ass dead dude. Knowest thou of Hellfog Castle high in the mountains?
What the fuck?
I've seen your kind, time and time again. Every fleeing man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
What the hell does that even mean? How can Dark Souls be more than just making you angry after being bitch slapped by a mushroom a few times? And to that, my dearest friend, I say shut up and look up the lore! Dark Souls has always been more than just
Oh, the boss is hard and the music is good and the parry make the nice noise.
They said, gonna be
It's always been a plethora of things, like mainly ranging from its pain sometimes, then jolly cooperation, even more pain, crippling depression, even more pain, having fun with your friends, bosses you wish you have never killed once you learn the lore, murdering your friends, and pointing down at them afterwards, of course. Praise the sun. Falling off of things. Huge amounts of waifu supremacy.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is the shit. Kill me now.
Murdering your waifu! Aggressive bear hugs. Air farts. Brutally watching your friends die. Getting invaded.
Come get you some crunchy, boy.
Getting the shit scared out of you.
What the fuck? Kill it with fire!
Getting hit while healing. Getting gangbangs. Assistance from Oscar. Creating abominations.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Patches. Rolling through random objects. Teleporting to the wrong bonfire on accident. Ah, shit. Wrong bonfire. Sunbro invaders. And much more. But unfortunately, it's such a big amount of much, I can't keep going on with it. The list goes on and on. But why am I showing you all this, right? I'm not here to specifically talk about any individual Dark Souls game. Nor am I trying to teach you how to play Dark Souls here, so I guess that can only mean one thing. And that thing is, well, everything I just showed you was something I've had love for in my history of Dark Souls. Even if I was saying something stupid like pain repeatedly for comedic effect, it still holds true. Dark Souls holds so many memories that I hold dear to me and will never, ever forget. Even if a lot of those moments had just a dash of pain within them. It oddly added on to the experience of it all. And I gotta say, I'm much more grateful for it all, really. It, in a way, shaped my taste in games and made me who I am today. And, well, because of that, Dark Souls will always have a place in my heart. Even with all that there, even with my heart all over this game, it's still my best place to tell you, no matter how good my memories are, that Dark Souls is a trying game. It will test you. And I'm not even joking, it will test everything about you. It will test your patience, it will poke at your anger, it will give you undefeated moments of awe, and much, much more. I mean, here's an example, right? Close your eyes for me and imagine this. You're younger and you're riding a bike, okay? Everything's chill so far until you see that the road is rising a bit. You know those little roads that just go up, those kind of roads? Yeah. It's like riding a bike up a hill, right? Dark Souls will feel like that a lot to you. And it's an uphill battle, man, I'm not gonna lie. But when you finally get that bike up the hill and look down and just let the bike drive itself down the hill with you on it, that's probably one of those moments where you're just happy, right? Well, that is very similar to overcoming a challenge in Dark Souls. When you climb a hill in Dark Souls, you often look back and you'll say to yourself things like, oh, God, fuck. Things like, this boss would have been a lot easier if I found this item sooner, right? Well, listen, friend, that boss wasn't easy, that was just because you've grown as a player. That item that you missed out on, that boss or person, that would have made it so much easier for you, you did it without it. And even though that sucks, it made you that much better for it. And you go through this area where they were once just beating you up all the time, and now you're the one beating them up. That's the beauty of Dark Souls. They have the ability to force that out of you, man. That's crazy to me. I grew up because of Dark Souls, man. Everyone I knew grew up because of Dark Souls. And I'm sorry if that sounds outlandish or wild or even weird to say, but it's the honest truth for me. I watched myself and others grow in Dark Souls. So I know without a shadow of a doubt, you can too. Go create some memories on Dark Souls, kiddos. I'd like to hear them and even like to talk about some of mine with you in the Discord. Remember when I said it was a trying game? Well, it is. Both Dark Souls 1 and 3, and I'll mention 2 a bit later on, but this franchise has made more than its fair share of customers rage quit from this game. I mean, you don't even have to look at this video. Look at a rage compilation of Dark Souls or something, man. It's the most entertaining thing in the world, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. But anywho, it's there. If anybody says any boss is easy or among those lines, oh, I don't know. No, friend, it's easy. Say it with me now. Easy to you. But that doesn't mean to stop bragging about how good you are by all means. I'm just saying everybody is different. And speaking of difference, look at me. I quit Dark Souls at least 5 times before I genuinely got into the series, man. Back around May of 2014, Dark Souls was free for Xbox 360 and Xbox Live Gold, whatever. And back when Gold was popular, any game that was in Gold, you just had to be there. You just had to download whatever rolled in free for Gold. And I mean, any game, man. We were all over that every month, like, whoa. Anywho, I played and attempted Dark Souls numerous times. It wasn't fun. And since I was so young, it scared the hell out of me. And then I started making little by little progress each time. Regardless of that, I just quit altogether. And I mean little by little, man. I wouldn't get anywhere. Back when I was a little kid in my group, all my homies struggled to beat the first boss. And I was the first one to figure out that you could jump off the ledge and stab into its face for extra big boy damage. That feeling of, oh shit, I just did that, was for a while unmatched to me. Until I got my ass handed to me by the rest of the game. Fast forward into current gen. I didn't have much friends on Xbox One in the beginning. So I hung around 2 friends a lot. They were called Sam and Toby, and I just watched them play Dark Souls 2 all the damn time. Looking back on it, I was really amazed and jealous by them at the same time. I wanted to join them in the doing of Dark Souls. I wanted to see what they were seeing. I wanted to explore their world. I wanted to, well, simply put it, get good. So what did I do? I loaded up Dark Souls, I drowned all my fears, and booted up all walkthroughs on the internet. I sucked it up and went through like any reasonable human being on the internet would. And right there, that's where I fell for it. I took the time to get immersed in its story and world, and the more and more I got involved, I just kept falling harder and harder, and at some point even got addicted to this shit. The more and more you progress the story, you get stronger and better equipment, sure, but that's not what's carrying you. At the end of the day, it's just your sense and character leveling up. Well, unless you've been summoning phantom players to help you out and beat the snot out of whatever the hell your obstacle is at the time. And when I said that I fell in the world, I really did. It is very vast and very, very enticing, and I could go on about what makes it great all day. I would, but this isn't about a specific Dark Souls. Like I said, this is just about the general thing of it all. But I will say this, a common theme in all of the Dark Souls, maybe not as much as 2, but don't worry about that, is the theme songs, the music, the boss music. The boss music will go hard for no reason whatsoever, man. It for the second boss, here's a prime example. Vort of the Burrell Valley. And if I smash his name, please don't slap me in the face, man. I'm really, I'm tired and stuff. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I just felt motivated to just randomly hop in and talk about Dark Souls involving PvE. So either way, like the second boss, you fight him and his music is intense. It's kind of like, it's chill at the moment, you know? It's really easing you into him. He's kind of slow-ish. He's responding to your moves and stuff. You're getting used to his pattern. And then you knock him into his second phase and you hear this. And this isn't just with this boss. Might I add, this is literally, well, I've already added, but I'm gonna add it fucking again. This is just the second boss, man. Dark Souls does not care what level of threat it is. They just want you to feel a threat. They want you to feel something. And when the music gets all hype and crazy, when the boss gets all hype and crazy, or something sad happens, when something sad is happening, you really feel that through Dark Souls, man. They really capture everything right with their music. And I'm not kidding you when I say this, but Gwen's theme song can literally make you question any action you fucking take. You could be sitting there breathing or literally fucking anything. Gwen's theme song, bro, will make you be like, am I doing the right thing? And when I think about Dark Souls music, it's really hard to think about any theme song that's actually bad. I've only had a conversation with a friend recently, and we could only cut it and chop it down to one theme song, man. Something else is the boss design. Oh god. The boss design is just oh my god, man, it's amazing, dude. I could sit here and show you slideshows all day of the sick, amazing, crazy ass things that goes through Miyazaki's mind and Dark Souls as the creator. But again, I'm not gonna do that. The way that this game tries you, on top of that, on top of everything, it's just a super big reward. It's a feeling that all just in those moments slam together and just creates something undescribable, but at the same time something irreplaceable. And I'm probably planning on talking about this a little later on in the video, but dude, when you finally like reach the end point of the game, when this feeling has been constantly slamming you in the face, it's just a strong state of confusion. And yeah, there's something else here, right? Notice how I said that you're sad on fighting the final boss, you know? Your adventure's finally over and shit, you should be happy, right? Well, this game has the ability to make you feel sad at one of the moments you should be happiest. It's making you question if you did the right thing. It's making you wonder, was that the right decision? Dark Souls does a very good job at balancing out in its story. Oh, these guys over here, they're good. Over here, they're bad. See, I've never been one for the light and dark premise of things, right? But when you can just make it not stereotypical, right? When you can make it to where the light isn't about all the good dudes and the dark isn't about all the dark and bad dudes, and you're over here just seeing both sides, being a equal side of each coin, you know, yin and yang. There is no good and bad. There's just a natural force of things going against the natural order and stuff. When you are able to make it something, or at least anything revolving around that, to where you question what side you're on, to where you question what you're doing, to where you question any decision you've made in the game and want to redo it. Dark Souls, when they make you feel that way, that, I don't know how to word that. Like, that feeling, or no, not even that feeling. Looking back on that, that is damn right one of the most impressive things I think I could experience in a video game. Anywho, it doesn't stop. It keeps going on, and on until, well, you're staring down the final boss in a showdown, and this lingering regret just starts to sink in. You're sad at one of the happiest moments you should celebrate, and, well, you feel it because deep in the back of your head, there's a thought screaming out, what's next? Lots of people, and I mean lots of people, go into Dark Souls with the mindset, oh, it's overly hard, or they're going in for the difficulty. I've had friends come to me and say the thing goes, oh, Dark Souls is easy, this and that. And sure, it's easy to me. I'm a veteran or something now, right? It's easy to them, maybe, okay? But when I look back on it all, why are they trying to compete with the difficulty? No, it's never been about the difficulty. Sure, difficulty is along the ride for Dark Souls, but it's never been anything I feel like everybody should just stargaze at. When I see difficulty in Dark Souls, I see something you should learn. I see someone learning. When you look at Dark Souls, the difficulty isn't there to just be difficult. It's there to help you grow. It's there to help you learn something. Dark Souls isn't about being hard. It's about learning and growing as a character and overcoming things you normally wouldn't overcome. I know there is at least everybody, or at least one person in my group that would say that they would given up, or at least if there was an easy mode, or at least made it easy at the first opportunity they had. And Dark Souls does not give you that option. So you grow, you learn, and that feeling on top of everything else, you just get this stronger appreciation for everything you do, man. And then you yourself, just like your character, you've grown so much. You've endured so much together. Surely there's more to do. You look around for more DLC. You look up on YouTube if there's any more secret bosses or secret areas or anything other than wrapping up your journey as a whole. You either do them or have already done them, my friend. And you are forced to acknowledge together that this is the end of the road. In a journey you wanted over as fast as possible, you find yourself wanting to delay the inevitable outcome of you finishing Dark Souls. That's crazy, right? You beat the final boss, take his throne, and that's it. You beat Dark Souls. Credit rolls. And then you wake up in a prison cell again and do it all over again so you can get back at every jackass in the game that put you through such hell! Jokes aside though, Dark Souls has a really good story. Not even joking. You can blow by this game's fantastic story and not even know an ounce of, well, whatever the hell happened at the end of the day. So if you do find yourself being Dark Souls, I'm gonna do you a solid and link this channel in the description of this video. He's probably the best person to learn the lore from, and if that's not good enough, I'm sure looking up Dark Souls lore will help you big time. But if that isn't good enough still, I'll talk about with you in the Discord, cough, link below. And there's still a slur of things throughout each Dark Souls game that makes it special, but I can't continue to talk about it because if I keep going on, I'll just keep going on and on and on about like what I like about base Dark Souls and everything, and I want to save that for any future video I have of Dark Souls. But I will say this, there's one thing I didn't touch on, and that's the main character. See, Dark Souls can really make you feel like a small gear in a giant world of a machine. The world keeps going on and on, even without you. It's really up to you if you want to evolve yourself into anyone outside of your current position or anyone you even know in the Dark Souls world. If you want to stick to yourself, fine. If you want to be the main character and hero of things, go right ahead. No one is essential, and that's what I love about Dark Souls. You really can just do whatever the hell you want, man. So that thing where there's a main character and a bunch of characters or whatever, no one is really a main character in Dark Souls unless they are that important to you as a character. If you want to get to know everyone in the story, go right ahead. If you want to be a dickhead and ignore everyone, go right ahead. If you want to feel bad off of not knowing where the hell the NPC went just to run into him later and all of a sudden he's screaming at you, you're stinky and a murderous delusion whilst trying to kill you, go ahead. And the people that are doing all of this are the main character of each Souls game. Dark Souls 1, you have the Chosen Undead.
Broccoli, what the fuck?
Dark Souls 2, you have the Cursed Undead.
Mitsubishi Materials.
And Dark Souls 3, well, you have the Ashen one.
You may got those, but I got the creamy peanut butter.
And all these characters go through a set amount of adventures that will always be on a different experience from everyone. Everyone will experience a different thing, okay? Because all of them have different roles or whatever the fuck or whatever they do in their lives. I don't know. I'm not the Chosen Undead. How about you play and ask him and figure out what's going on in the drama of his life? How about that? Well, I just realized my voice is really quiet, and that's because I'm tired, and it's gonna stay this way for a while, so sorry. Anywho, after you beat the game, or even beforehand, you may find yourself doing something else that ties in with the game's story. Remember when I mentioned earlier that phantom players could help you? Well, there's a mechanic that's the exact opposite. Invaders.
The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation.
Phantoms aren't the only ones who can cross that gap between worlds. Red Phantoms, aka invaders, can too, and a lot of them aren't gonna have the best intention for you. The mechanic is controversial. Some people just don't like being invaded. Who would want some random person to come and pillage their world, right? Well, if you're like me and some of the best moments you've had has been in PvP, well, then you adore it. But I can understand why some people would be turned off to the idea. So you got two options if you are that person that dislike it. A, play in offline mode and have no connection to the outside world, or B, be away of the blue member. I'm not really sure if they're in Dark Souls 1, but I do know they're in 2 and 3. Being aware of the blue member essentially just summons the invader police as your bodyguards whenever you find yourself a pesky invader in your world. These invader police are just called the blue sentinels to further context your ear holes or whatever. And they really just invade invaders who have invaded your worlds. That's a tongue twister. Try saying that 5 times faster. Invade invaders who invaded your world. Invade invaders who invaded your world. Invade invaders. So bam! If you don't like the idea, you don't have to completely go offline. And if you still hate it that much, there's always offline mode. Now guys, there are many reasons for my love for PvP, but I'll just list some that I think are the most important and so on. Anywho, this Phantom Invader thing ties into the story. You'll see covenants like I just mentioned with the Way of the Blue, and they all have story elements to be there, which is dope. Invaders will pop up in worlds the same way as phantoms, and they can and will kill you. In fact, phantoms will often attract red phantoms, so be careful with co-op, would you? I love the way it sort of balances it out. It's kind of like one of those natural forces against each other thing in Asian movies or something. Good attracts bad, bad attracts good, like a yin and yang. I love that. It sort of just works beautifully as a mechanic against each other. PvP can produce moments that will make your skin boil or make you laugh, which is perfectly fine. This franchise, when it comes down to PvP, is one hell of a roller coaster of emotions. A roller coaster that will make you question your sanity, make you angry as hell sometimes, question your sexuality a bit, you know? And that's exactly why I want to focus on it. I'm not gonna lie, this alone has probably consumed solid Dark Souls hours. I'm not even joking, I spent a great deal of my time alone just doing PvP. And I'm probably gonna use more Dark Souls 3 footage as reference, cause it's just easier for me to run into encounters for me to record for example footage, you know? Because Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 isn't exactly like brand new, you know. I'll keep trying to PvP for footage or whatever, but I'm way off the mark. But I will try to squeeze in invasions for other games when I can, okay? Okay. You got red boys, blue boys, purple boys, yellowish red boys, and people of all colors. So racism isn't allowed here. Unless you're an Aldrich faithful, then fuck you. Anywho, these people choose sacred grounds to battle on, and if you do anything to disrupt, you're gonna have a bad time. So remember that, stay in line, kiddos. There are 3 intentions that people have most of the time. Number 1, is starting it all off, really, and this is the set of individuals I call Cool Chad Epic Dudes, aka honorable people. These set of people want one thing and one thing only, and that's an honorable match. If you give anything less than that or behave in an unhonorable way, then they will hunt you down to the ends of earth to give you a reason to never do that again. And I mean in real life. These dudes got connections, man. They'll drag you out kicking and screaming and force you to be a James Charles fan, and nobody wants to be a James Charles fan, so for the love of God, you do not want the smoke. Trust me, if you see any of these dudes bowing, bow back. Seriously, do yourself, me, your mom, your grandma, school crush, hell, even your fucking dog a favor. Cause trust me, if you hit one of these dudes or start a fight without bowing or any amount of respect, they are lacing up those air forces and showing you who's daddy. And most of these are happening in fight clubs. So play honorable, please, Jesus Christ. You also have your run-of-the-mill, not so cool Chad Epic dudes that live and breathe for the carnage of it all. So always be out on the lookout for them. I don't really think I need to explain anger and hate towards other people, which again is just a part of this, and I imagine any other community out there. And lastly, you have a set of caring individuals that just warm the heart of others in dark times, and trust me, they will, man. They will appear at the most weird times ever and just, man, drop your humanity or something and make your day better. This community may have some assholes in it, but trust me, there's a lot more cool people than assholes. But yeah, if you're faint of heart, try to avoid Dark Souls PvP. There are some real nasty characters there. But hey, I'm not you. Give it a try all you want if you feel like it. But jokes aside, this is a difficulty regulator. You see, Dark Souls is a co-op game, and so of course, you get some phantoms to help you. With help, Dark Souls is a breeze. Trust me, a lot of these bosses already aren't harder, at least to me. Like I said, just to me. But if you get help on top of that, you'll probably just murk the boss. So try to invest some more time in offline part of it unless your friends are newbie at it too. So yeah. However, this provides a great experience in the long term because you earn an immense sense of reward from it, and depending on the boss at times, rushes of dopamine, because trust me, feeling yourself climb up a hill or something without anyone to just push your feet up, sometimes you need the help. That's just how it is, you know, but you just get a stronger sense of reward from it. That's all I can say. You play Dark Souls, find out. But that's more of a discussion for the PvE side of this video if I haven't already said it. However, again, this also includes invasion. Trust me, Dark Souls PvP can give you its fair share of dopamine at times. It's like a yin and yang, the opposite side of the coin. So looking at it as a mechanic in general, if that's how your players play with it, then it's already a fire fucking mechanic. But because of that, people will invade and people feel all kinds of ways about this. They can hate, they can love it. But I will tell you this, it feels amazing if you fend off your world from an invader. I think it's very important that everyone gets introduced to this mechanic. They don't have to love it, they don't have to hate it, but as long as you, as the player, establish some kind of interaction with it is what matters. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'd say we, the Dark Souls community, loves this aspect of the game. So it would be a shame to see someone go offline and miss out on it, on the general idea of it. Imagine if a newer player came into Dark Souls 3 and was never introduced to it. It wouldn't spark interest or anything similar, he just wouldn't know. So it's very important to at least introduce this mechanic to players. But like I said, if you don't like it, simply don't do it. I'm not you, kiddo. I'm not trying to put invaders in a bad light either. Truth be told, you will meet some cool as hell people through your Dark Souls adventures. There have been numerous times where I've been invaded at the worst possible time ever. No Estus, no humanity or life gems to heal. And I think to myself, oh shit, I gotta deal with this guy now. Just for the invader to look at me in my situation, drop an ember or humanity right before they bow and black crystal out.
You're my dad! Wookie, wookie, wookie!
This kind of reminds you that there are some friendly faces in a very hostile world and environment of Dark Souls. and can often act as a pillar in the dark for new season players in general, let alone a person in a desperate situation. Whether that idea scares you or not, I feel like it's important for the player to be introduced to the idea in general. Dark Souls PvP has given me some good times, great moments with friends, and some really toxic moments too, but I wouldn't dare trade that in for anything. And hey, if you decide you don't like PvP, just turn it off, okay? I don't want online scaring any of you away. PvP has given me many good memories, like I said, but it would make me so happy if you could find yourself in a similar situation, especially because of this video. But like I said, I said twice, I just don't want PvP to scare anyone away, okay? Don't let it do that. Welp, there's really only one thing left I want to talk about when it comes to Dark Souls, and that's a small little summary on how I feel about each. So real quick, if you made it this far in the video, you already know what to do, kiddos. Drop a like on this video. It helps the stupid YouTube algorithm get me more traction so I can beat more of you cool lads. And if you've watched this far, a subscription couldn't hurt. Anywho, let's continue. When it comes to your first game in a series like Dark Souls, your first game is going to often mean an awful lot to you. It doesn't matter if you started off in Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, any of that. The game that you start off with is probably going to hold the most value to you. And that right there is exactly how Dark Souls 1 is. Yes, I'm ignoring Demon Souls, but I feel like a lot of people ignore Demon Souls when it comes to this conversation. After all, Dark Souls 1 is the thing that blew up everything in the first place. Dark Souls 1 came in around a time where gamers were just not used to that format or formula of things, and they were just all seasoned players, and that was a perfect time to be as ambitious as they were planning out to be. Knowing them, they probably got ridiculed and everything under the sun for being a hard game that's inaccessible to anybody else. Around this time, people weren't taught that there was more than one way to learn or go around a video game world. People had things hands fed and spooned to them, and Dark Souls came in and just brought something different for us all to enjoy and for us all to figure out. And difference, that's different. Difference really discourages people. But once you step in to try something different, it just becomes something that, I don't know, it could be something you enjoy and it could be something you don't enjoy. And Dark Souls 1 is definitely that something, I feel like, for everybody. Dark Souls 1 just stepped its foot into a genre of games and really just threw its name out there for everybody. And this isn't just something that impacted us or the video game industry. I mean, it impacted developers and everything alike. You'll constantly see Praise the Sun or Bonfire references in Dark Souls, or in games like Overwatch, or literally any game that I think I've seen. Monster Hunters, League, fucking Plants vs. Zombies, literally anything, man. You can see the influence of Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 is just special. It's special to everybody, and it has a special place for them in their hearts. So, Dark Souls 1, I guess, will have a certain place in my heart for as long as I do the rest of my Dark Souls career, or Elden Ring now, or whatever. But Dark Souls 1 is legendary, and honestly it's worth giving a shot. And I know a lot of people that haven't actually played Dark Souls 1 and have just played 3, and that's perfectly fine. But if you are one of those people, listen, go back to Dark Souls 1 and play it and enjoy it, and you'll get so much more out of Dark Souls 3 that way. I promise you, you will not regret it. So I've clearly been dancing around the idea of Dark Souls 2, and I hope 2 friends of mine are watching this, because this is one of the last times I'm gonna say this. Dark Souls 2 is just sorta meh when it comes to certain aspects of the game. It does many things bad, but I'm not finna leave out the good in it. So let's touch just that. Dark Souls 2 just has a list of quirky things about it, really. You can get headshotted by axes thrown, you can smack bombs back at people, you can use bombs to blow up walls. They They introduced 4 ring slots in here, and this put so much variety in Dark Souls in the future, man. For the future to come, the 4 ring slots of Dark Souls 2 decided to finally fucking put. It gave us a lot of build freedom and stuff, and Dark Souls 1 desperately needed just that, and it couldn't have it, so bam, 4 rings for you. Dark Souls 2 brought it up in our lives. I love the idea of the story taking place far away from Dark Souls 1 went down. The dual wielding with the power stances is so freaking cool, man. I'm not saying it brings some type of variety. I'm just saying I like using my favorite weapon and my other favorite weapon. Dark Souls 2 allows me to do that. It has my favorite armor in the game. It has one of my favorite PvP spots of all time. The world is very, very big with many and many new places to go through. The Dravigan Covenant looks fire, man. When you come across the king, oh my god, when you come across King Vendrix is one of the biggest oh shit moments I've ever had in the entire Soul series. But I may or may not explain that in another video, so I don't really want to spoil you more than I have already done, kiddos. Dark Souls 2 is hard to say for me. I was head over heels for when I first started playing it because I was just happy to be there, but the bad kind of like, the farther I got away from Dark Souls 2 in my life, you know, played Dark Souls 3 eventually and Bloodborne and this and that, the more and more I was away from Dark Souls 2, I started to realize more and more what was actually wrong with the game. And this doesn't even remotely in the slightest diminish my love for Dark Souls 2. I'm just saying the game isn't even anywhere near close to being perfect, and it shouldn't be treated like it either. So Dark Souls 2 is a good game in its own right, but compared to the other ones like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, I just feel like it's lacking. Let alone you got titles like Bloodborne that it needs to compete against, and I don't know, Dark Souls 2 is underappreciated, but it's just, it can't hold a candle to 3 or 1 in my opinion. It offers its own experience that I love and appreciate, and that's all it is to it to me. One of the first few things that already stand out is the cut content in Dark Souls 2. You see, cut content is like a plague in the Soul series. There's a lot of cut content in every Dark Souls, let alone Dark Souls 2. I said it was a plague, right? Well, if you play Dark Souls 1, eventually you'll notice that there are a lot of unfinished areas in Dark Souls 1. Now, I'm not saying these areas are bad, I'm just saying they're unfinished, okay? And because of that, you can tell the game, it didn't get completed here, they probably cut things with it, you know? And Orlando is one of the biggest takeaways from Dark Souls 1 from being one of the most beautiful areas in the Soul series. So, it kind of slightly, at least for me, kind of just makes me ignore all of it in Dark Souls 1. I don't know, it's hard to describe something by feel. But Dark Souls 1 more than makes up for that cut content and stuff. It just sucks it isn't there, you know? But that's about it is. But however, in Dark Souls 2, all of the cut content that they have managed to collect, man, was literally fatal for them. Dark Souls 2 development was fucking, oh, it was horrible, man. There's a lot of cut content in Dark Souls 2. Literally too much if you ask me. But in Dark Souls 2, literally everything that made the game what it was going to be was just cut out. I mean, literally everything. Dark Souls 2 was supposed to appeal to your inner dungeon crawler with you holding a torch and peeling away the darkness and making sure you have your hands up and taking away that sense of security with your shield. Dark Souls 2 was supposed to tactically place enemies everywhere to further and deepen this experience, man. But that didn't happen, so they just put random enemies everywhere. Looking at what Dark Souls 2 would have been makes you question what it is now. Here, I'll show you a side-by-side comparison. If you were a Dark Souls fan coming from Dark Souls 1 and 2, one of the first fucking words you'd say is, what the fuck is this? You see, Dark Souls 2 was originally making the world built a certain way with darkness. It spiced things up and made every corner you head around scary, right? That's what the entire game premise was about. This forces you to play differently or cautious and have some form of paranoia in the back of your head, but they removed it. Like I said, they wanted the appeal, but they didn't do it. There were mountains of reasons that made that fucking cool. Who doesn't want to hold a torch in the darkness? And there was so much cut, man. So much cut. but it doesn't matter because it's gone, it's not in. So what's left now? Remnants of what it was gonna be. I'm not even joking, there are torch stands everywhere and torch mechanics and reason to use a torch everywhere, but why do I need to use one in the first place if the game doesn't look like this anymore? It's bright as hell, man. Enemies were strategically placed in darkness, but now there's just random amounts of them in places to substitute for the lack of darkness. Dude, if y'all don't see that as lazy, I won't know how to feel. Or at least, not lazy, but man, that has to irk you, bro. We aren't even talking about the feel of the game. It's slow as hell, and you'll definitely feel it going into it. You know what isn't slow, though? It's PvP, because it'll be over quick, unless it's a fight club. Good luck fighting an entire group of phantoms and hosts without being able to heal. And I fucking live for PvP. Yeah, if you fuck up or even once, think about just slipping up, man. Well, that's a mistake you'll definitely feel in any invasion throughout the encounter, unless you're running warmth or something and get lucky. And I can gank spank with confidence. So that's just my honest take on it, man. Either you're stupid good, or there are no second chances. And this is when I started PvPing, guys. I didn't PvP in Dark Souls 1. I just started in 2 because, I don't know, I just felt comfortable to do it there. I didn't realize this shit till years later, how, like, kind of awkward of a decision that was. I loved this game in the beginning, man. I still love it now, but it's stupid. Oh god, it keeps going, man. Poise, you know that thing you use to tank through attacks? I'm pretty sure it's non-existent now. And you know what's worse? Simple thrust weapons like rapiers will always make you flinch no matter what you wear. Like, what? I'm not scared of rapiers in Dark Souls 1 and 3 either. I am in 2 though. Like, I'm very scared of them in 2. It doesn't make any sense. I could be wearing Howl's armor, but the dude could go poke, poke. It wouldn't matter. He made me flinch. And it doesn't end there, man. Estus sucks dick. Rolling sucks even more dick. And you want to know why? It's because of a skill called adaptability. In Dark Souls as a whole, you use souls as currency to level yourself up in different aspects. You level up health to get more health, stamina to get more stamina, intelligence to use more and do more damage with spells. So do you want to know why Estus healing is so slow in Dark Souls 2? Do you want to know why rolling through things doesn't work half the time? Do you want to know why wearing heavy armor will make you flinch by just a little toothpick? You want to know why? It's because of a skill in Dark Souls called adaptability. In order to do anything in Dark Souls 2 that I just listed, you need to level the skill adaptability up. And sure, just level it up and stop complaining like a bitch, right? Okay. Okay. Well, here's the thing. That was already a mechanic in every Dark Souls game beforehand. You already drank Estus really fast in Dark Souls 1. You already had poise depending on the armor you wore. You already had good invincibility frames depending on how heavy your armor was on you. So dear God, why the hell is that something I need to level up in Dark Souls 2? There's more, but I'm not trying to make the Dark Souls 2 section of this video a fucking hour long. I still had fun playing it. But Dark Souls 2, like I said, man, there's so much good about the game, but there's an equal amount that I could probably say that's bad about it. However, that being said, I still recommend you play it. I've said numerous times I've had fun playing it. You might even like it more than Dark Souls 1. We're all entitled to our own opinions, right? And don't let me saying anything I said at all change what you think about Dark Souls 2. If you like it, that's on you. That's completely up to you. I can't change your opinion, kiddo. I'm not even trying to. And yo, Sam and Toby, I love you guys, but that's just some of the reasons why Dark Souls 2 isn't better than 1 or 3. Here, I'll just say this. The difference isn't too bad of a thing. You won't even notice it. Like I said, I didn't notice it until I looked back. In fact, it wouldn't even really matter to most people, okay? It's just that if you really look at it and dive deep into it, those things do matter. They matter a lot. They matter a lot if you care about the game and its community. It matters to me. It doesn't make up my experience. I'm just looking back on it like, yeah, that really wasn't it. So if you're looking for a slower kind of experience in Dark Souls, play Dark Souls 2. But if you're looking for a proper Souls experience, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it's always going to boil down to 1 and 3. And like I said, man, I love Dark Souls 2, man. Like, Dark Souls 2 was the entire reason I got in the series because of Toby and Sam in the first place. I love the memories I have of Dark Souls 2, and maybe you could make some memories there too. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But just don't talk bad about it. Don't don't disrespect the game, but don't like say it's perfect in everything it does. It's not. And that leads us to our last one, Dark Souls 3. So if you watched this video for any amount of time, you would probably know that Dark Souls 3 is my favorite Dark Souls, not to mention any of my other videos. Now, Dark Souls 1 had two characters that's very hard to beat for me, and I am deeply in love with Artorias, man. And everybody loves Solaire. Artorias, man, I don't know, it's just something that like has me fanboying about the dude every now and then. I'm weird, man. Every now and then I'll just find a character I like, and then all of a sudden they're my next obsession for that. Well, Artorias has been that for me for years, randomly on and off. So Dark Souls 3 doesn't really need any more words than what I'm about to give it, because it has characters like that are just as good. Sigward's story is amazing. Yhorm the Giant story is amazing. Gale, Patches, Henri, the story, no matter how you look at it, for Dark Souls 3 is something special. And if you do think the story in Dark Souls 3 isn't that good, well, there's one thing you cannot deny: everybody else's story in that world is stupidly good. Man, I'm telling you, if Dark Souls 1 was as refined as 3, it would definitely be the best. I've said throughout all Dark Souls that I've had positive experience throughout each, but Dark Souls 3 really hit home for me. The PvP is at its best here. The weapon arts are cool and even anime like it sometimes. Not all of them are good, but I'm just saying, some of them are cool. You'll see me use them in a video or something maybe. The story just feels like a constant nod towards the first game, which is awesome. The bosses here are at an all-time high in creativeness and originality. And except for that one thing, I don't know why the fuck the Dragon Slayer armor was in the DLC. There are certain bosses in this game that can and will just make you feel a certain way that I just cannot describe to you. It took me so long to beat Midir. Not because I couldn't, it's just that like one thing led to another, and I sort of just fell off of fighting him or doing it repeatedly or something, and for years later I didn't get to, or just forgot to. I never tackled it like I should. But when I finally came back to beat him, I cried a little when I beat him. I was happy for beating him, but I feel like I lost something, man. I went all that time without doing it, and I clearly have beaten Dark Souls 3 numerous times because I'm like new game fucking 8 or something, but like me finally beating Midir was like, damn, I really do have nothing left to do. And yeah, there was the Covenant where I can invade other people and stuff, and the boss room and stuff, but hey man, it's like years later, man, you know? I'm not that invested into that aspect of the Covenant and stuff, but I'm drifting, man, I'm sorry. This also happens to be one of the most newbie-friendly things From Software has ever made. So if you want to start off here, go ahead, I'm not you. But I strongly recommend you play Dark Souls 1, you just get more out of it, like I said. It's honestly hard for me to listen to my jumbled up garbage thoughts of Dark Souls 3 without spoiling you, so I will say this. Dark Souls 3 is home to me. When I say to my friends, yo, let's play Dark Souls, without introduction, they already know it's Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1 had characters I love, but Dark Souls 3 has characters I'm in love with. And I'm going to say that now before my brain goes ahead and says, no, you ain't mean that. Because, you know, Dark Souls 1 has some really fucking good characters. The first game has Artorias, but the second game has Gale, the Slave Knight. I'm fucking torn, man. I just love this game. There are way too many good memories I have of this one to say anything less than I love it. I've been around this Dark Souls 3 train for quite a while, so all I really have to say is, thank you to the friends that made Dark Souls a ride and continue to enjoy this game with me till this day. You guys know who you are. Dark Souls 3, I look back on, and just like Monster Hunter Iceborne, for me, thank you. I will never forget about what you did for me when I walk into my first fog gate in Elden Ring. This video has been in the making for a while, and I don't know necessarily how that will feel to you. And I didn't intend to make this video an hour long. Things just kept going and going and going or whatever, but that was me trying my best to make this Dogospective for you without spoiling you, or at least to that extent. But I do have one last thing I need to say. I've played my fair share of Soulsborne games. All these experiences will always have me crawling back to the series. To put it simply, Dark Souls gives you the opportunity to overcome a challenge, and maybe you won't feel it. That's fine. I've played a fair share of Soulsborne games. All these experiences will always have me crawling back to the series. I'm sorry, my throat. To put it simply, Dark Souls gives you the opportunity to overcome a challenge, and maybe you won't feel it, and that's fine, but for the 90% of the people who do feel that challenge, once you finally overcome it, it's that much sweeter. With or without friends, there's room for you all to enjoy. We all have adventures that are different from our own, but in all of the Souls franchise, we start off at the bottom and claw our way up to the top together. And for that reason, along with a host of many others, thank you, Dark Souls. I couldn't really imagine what it would have been like without you. You gave kid me and adult me heartache, patience, and many moments of joy, so thank you, and I hope you all can find a way to feel what I feel towards this series. Every single Dark Souls title can make you feel this sense of progression that is unmatched, man. There will be moments where you just have to press on a little more to get where you're looking for, and there'll be moments of confusion and but I urge you, I beg you, never give up on Dark Souls. The difficulty in this game is a form of art and should be looked back on with a smile, and not chopped up to its experience as a whole. And dude, I'm sorry, I just get weirdly emotional just looking back on it all. I really do love this game. You know what I hate? You hear it a lot. Oh, Dark Souls is a hard game, you'll love it. No, that's not why I love it. You're just making me sound like a pain freak by saying that. And even then, it couldn't be farther from the mark for describing what I and the people of the Soulsborne community feel for these games. When you get thrown into all of their collective worlds, you feel a lingering curiosity about the world around you. You feel safe walking in the Firelink Shrine, especially after long trips. You feel the greatness that jolly cooperation actually is, and get to meet new people and make new friends along the way. You feel hatred for your first invader, and then love for another after showing you kindness in this dark, obscuring world. Things can get grim sometimes in Dark Souls, especially when gravity is your worst enemy at times. But there's a slur of things to compliment. Dopamine rushes to receive, and great as hell memories I collected over these years that I will never ever forget. So thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you for all the memories, tears, and laughter I shared amongst myself and friends. And for that reason alone, I'm happy to call this trilogy of Soulsborne games one of my favorites of all time, and for damn sure one of the best of all time. Through and through. So get Dark Souls, kiddos. I'm more than ecstatic to hear and see everyone's adventures into Dark Souls before we all brandish the Elden Ring together. Unless your name is Henry, then fuck you.
Now everybody lift your hands up, sing about what you are dreaming. Always stand up, raise up the flag that you believe in. Gotta keep up, we'll get past every wall that's in our way. Let's head on, never stopping. Only look up, keep your head up, way up high. Always step up, if waves are rough, jump to the sky. Never give up, our wishes they will come together and lead us on towards our future. We drift on riding the waves towards another shore day by day. There are many meetings, many goodbyes. Underneath the flag we fly. I'll remember the pain within, I'll keep it in my heart forever. And never take it lightly, but I won't surrender. This freedom I will keep in mind, I'll keep holding on, never stopping. Now everybody lift your hands up, sing about what you are dreaming. Always stand up, raise up the flag that you believe in. Gotta keep up, we'll get past every wall that's in our way. Let's head on, never stopping. Only look up, keep your head up, way up high. Always step up, if waves are rough, jump to the sky. Never give up, our wishes they will come together and lead us on towards our future. Hands up.
I can't shake this feeling I'm forgetting something.
That's it, time to fucking die!
Comments hanging up.
What's up, homie?
Fuck, Kelly, what?